This video is made possible by Second Call Defense. Second Call Defense provides immediate, upfront legal protection for a member who is forced to use any legal weapon for self-defense. So protect yourself today with Second Call Defense. I did. You'll find the link in the description. Hi, I'm Joel Persinger. This is going to be a quick update on what's happening with GunGuyTV and some changes that I've made so that you know ahead of time, because I've gotten some pushback on certain things. That's okay. I've made some changes to fit them. Here we go. I've now got 3 YouTube channels, or I should say 3 video channels going on. They are not just on YouTube. All of these things are on multiple platforms. Each channel has its own additional platforms beyond YouTube. You will find all the links in the description. Here's how the content's going to be divided up going forward. GunGuyTV will be things like gun and product reviews, 2A news with the interviews with Sam Paredes, Rick Travis, Dan O'Kelly, and that kind of stuff, and with Eric Pratt from GOA and those kind of things. So 2A news, updates, interviews, shooting and hunting videos. I'm going to try to do some hunting this year. I've just really missed hunting. And some gun-related vlogs. Those will all be on GunGuyTV on the various platforms, wherever you want to go. Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, whatever. The audio podcast will no longer have a video component. Every time I was posting it as a video for convenience because people asked me to, and every time I would post that as a video with just a thumbnail, I would lose 100 subscribers or more. And at some point, it just becomes counterproductive. I'm trying to grow the channel, not shrink it. The podcast does have an incredible following, but it has a following on podcast players like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and others. Whatever your favorite podcast player is, that's where the audio podcast will appear from now on. It does come out twice a month. I will be taking the interviews that are done on GunGuyTV, video interviews, which are generally an hour long before I edit them, and then I edit them down to about 30 minutes. I will be taking those entire interviews, the whole hour, and publishing those on the GunGuyTV audio podcast as audio only, and those will be available for public free consumption, but only in their entirety, but only on the audio podcast. So I urge you to look for the GunGuyTV Firearms podcast. That's what you want to search for. There should be links to some of those places in the description, but that will only appear there. The second half of the podcast, which is generally on a different subject matter, will always and forever only appear on GunGuyTV Crew for crew members. Again, Crew is also on multiple platforms. You can join the Crew on either Locals if you hate Patreon, or Patreon if you're already there and you're already supporting other content creators. You can still do it on Patreon, or you can go to Locals, either one. All right, Practical Defense Systems is a different channel. I've had it for a long time. I've started adding content every week again. That's where you're going to find training and educational videos and anything associated with security or law enforcement. Those are going to be on Practical Defense Systems channel. You'll find links in the description, again, on multiple platforms. Please subscribe. I have from time to time on GunGuyTV posted biblical content because I'm a Christian, or something about my Christian walk. I'm not going to do that anymore. That will appear on a different channel called The Spirit's Voice. Again, that is in the description. You'll find links to that. And if you're a Christian and you want to hear those kinds of things, Bible lessons, Christian vlogs, things about my Christian walk, then you can find that at The Spirit's Voice. Again, that is in the description. And I think that's it. All of those things are on multiple platforms to fit whatever your desire is. If you don't want to use YouTube, there's a bunch of other video opportunities. The Spirit's Voice is only on 2, and that's because some of the other ones will not accept it until it has enough subscribers and doesn't have enough. But once it gets there, I'll add other platforms for you. And the audio podcast is everywhere on just about every podcast player. There you go. I did it! Finally, people have been pushing me to do this for like 3 years to finally get it done. Have a great week. Thank you very much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. And wherever you go, whatever you do, be safe.